Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start actually standing at the top of our mat today. So grab your yoga mats, lay them out, get ready, welcome yourself to your space, and we'll get started. Okay. So as everyone else joins in, we're going to come to the top of our yoga mat and just start to, sway your body around a little bit. Welcome yourself to your space. Welcome yourself onto your mat. And just really warm up the body here, rolling it out, taking free movement that feels good for you right now. Start to notice the feet grounded into the floor, maybe even swaying them back and forth, side to side. Maybe back and forth, maybe even lifting all your toes off the ground. And this is a challenging task for most of us, but start to lower one toe down at a time. So you should create some space underneath the soles of your feet. They should open up nice and wide like your fingers can. And then a little tiny bend in the knees. Tuck that tailbone under. Roll those shoulders back behind you. Let your palms face forward. Good. And we're not going to gaze up, but we want that chin to be slightly tucked under and the crown of the head to reach up to the sky. Feeling your Tadasana mountain pose, standing with intention. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to reach those arms up and over the head. Bring your palms to touch. And then exhale those hands towards your heart center. Bow your head down to your heart. Set an intention here for your practice. What brought you to your mat? What brought you to this space? And then we'll start our flow. Next, inhale, extended Tadasana. Sweep those arms up and over the head. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. This time, right hand reaches for that left wrist. Take a pull up and over to the right. Get a nice side body stretch in. Come back through center. Left hand reaches for that right wrist. Pull up and over to the left. And then inhale back up through center. Cactus those arms, baby back bend. Press your hips forward. Open your heart up to the sky. Good. Inhale back through center. Exhale, big dive down, forward fold. We'll add in our full sun salutation here. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And then plant your hands onto the mat. Step one foot back and then the other. You're finding your way into a high plank. Fingers open wide, heels stacked over those toes, core engaged, a slight rounding in the upper back here. So really press down into those arms, round through the upper part of the back, press through those shoulder blades, shift those shoulders slightly over the wrists. We're taking a chaturanga, so lower the knees first if you need to. Bend through your elbows, keep them hugged in close to the body, lower halfway down, and then come to your upward facing dog. You're on the tops of the feet, rolling those shoulders back behind you, the thighs lift off of the ground, gazing forward, and then tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Start to pedal it out here. Again, find that free movement in your body. So big bends into one knee, then the other. Sway it out side to side. Again, what feels right, what feels good on your body right now. God, so we're going to be doing a lot of repetitive movements in this part of the practice today. Thinking about strengthening, finding a dance for your practice, working on those solid postures. We're going to start off nice and strong, and towards the end, we'll cool it down, getting into some deeper stretches. The bottom of your next exhale, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk those feet all the way forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step back, high plank. Lower through your chaturanga, knees first if you need to, or in one piece. Lower halfway down, upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Finding stillness here. Melt those heels to the ground, chest towards your thighs. 3 breaths, big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. At the bottom of that exhale, bend those knees. Look to the top of your mat, walk those feet forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. And then exhale, plant those hands, step back, high plank. Again, lower through your chaturanga. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. 3 breaths, find stillness, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, trying to get those breaths as even as possible. If that Ujjayi breath is part of your practice, maybe you take that Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, letting that beautiful ocean-like wave play at the back of your throat. The bottom of your neck, exhale, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or maybe hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Bring those palms to touch, then exhale them down to your heart center. Regathering yourself here, getting in tune with the breath. Notice the inhales and the exhales. Big breaths in and out of the nose, calm and steady. We're coming into our chair pose, Utkatasana. Next, inhale, reach those arms up and over the head, bring your big toes to touch, and then sit back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight goes into your heels here, so everybody look down at your toes. Can you see them? If you can't see them, sit back a little bit more. So some of us are wanting to shift forward. Can you sit back? Lift all 10 toes off the ground. It might feel like you're going to fall backwards. You're doing it right. If that's how you feel, lift the arms up nice and straight. Gaze forward. Breathe for 3, 2. Sit an inch lower. Challenge yourself. Exhale, straighten those legs forward. Fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step back, high plank. Lower down through a chaturanga. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Breathing here for the count of 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk that left foot into the middle of your mat and then reach that right leg up. Toes flexed, hips squared off. 3-legged downward facing dog. Shoulders stay squared off. Keep those shoulders exactly where they are. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, circle out through the ankle, circle out through that knee, roll it in the other direction. Good. Rebend your knee, stack your hip, exhale that right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip, exhale, pull your knee to your nose. Inhale, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip, exhale, knee opposite elbow. Inhale, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip. From here, square everything back off. 3-legged down dog, right toes flex towards the mat. Exhale, step it in between your hand. Back heel lowers down. We're coming into warrior 1. Swoop those arms up and over the head. Or maybe take them onto your hands onto your hips so that you can square those hips off to the front. So maybe giving yourself that self-adjustment. So teaching yourself this by pulling the right hip back, pulling the left hip forward, big bend in the right knee, pressing into the pinky side toe of that left foot as if you had a $100 bill there. You want to go shopping. Reach those arms up and over the head, gaze forward. Shoulders relaxed, and we're here breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Release those hands onto the mat. Step back to your high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Now walk that right foot slightly to the middle of the mat. Inhale that left leg up high. Hips and shoulders stay squared off. You're gazing at the right toes, keeping everything squared off as you bend that knee, stack your hip, circling out through the ankle and circling out through the knee. Taking it in both directions. And re-bending that knee, stacking your hip. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, knee opposite elbow. Inhale, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip. And then square everything off. Left toes flex towards the ground, gaze at the right toes. Lift that left leg an inch higher. Exhale, step it in between the hands. Lower that back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Sweep the arms over the head. Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Square those hips off. So again, maybe you give yourself that self-adjustment here, pulling the left hip back, right hip forward this time. Pressing into the pinky side toe of that right foot, gazing forward. Once you can stay there with the hips nice and in line, a big bend in that left knee, then reach the arms up and over the head. Notice this warrior stance. When you think of a warrior, what do you think? Strong, steady. But what you don't see is the calmness in the mind, the heart, the focus. One more breath here. Release those hands to the ground. Step back high to low. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Breathing for 3. For 2. And for 1, bend those knees. Look to the top of your mat. Walk or hop forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Big toes to touch. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight in those heels. So every time we come into chair pose, can you take that deepest chair pose? Tailbone tucked, gazing up, sit a little lower. One more big inhale together. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back through your chaturanga. Upward facing, all the way back, downward facing. Right leg, inhale, reach it up high here. Toes squared, or hips squared off, shoulders squared off. And then exhale, step that right foot in between your hands. Try to do it nice and lightly. Back heel lowers down, warrior 1. Find it for your inhale. And then exhale, open up, warrior 2. We'll set this up. So this time your back foot is now parallel to the back of your mat. Right knee stacked over the ankle, arms open to a T. Your gaze is over the right hand. So a lot of us want to cave that knee inward. Can you open it up, stack it on top of your ankle? So think about drawing it open to the pinky side toe of your foot. Bigger bend in that knee. Try to get that 90-degree angle. Gaze forward. Hold your warrior 2. Remember these warrior postures here, they're strong, they're steady, but they're calm. So notice where your mind wanders here. Without any judgment of those thoughts, can you just let them go? Be focused on the sensations of your body. One more big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down to the mat. High to low plank. Upward facing. And downward facing. Feel free to add into your chaturangas. You might want to play with a 3-legged chaturanga, double chaturangas, maybe no chaturangas, and you just meet in down dog. Remember to make this practice yours. Left leg inhale, reach it up high. Everything stays squared off. Very lightly step that left foot in between your hand. Back heel lowers down to warrior 1. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Your gaze is over the left hand this time. Hips are squared off to the right side of your mat. Left knee stacked over that ankle. Notice your warrior 2. With every exhale, The negative thoughts of that sensation releases. You hold just a second longer. And every time, just a second more. One more big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel those hands. High to low plank, three-legged maybe. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Arms reach up. Exhale, sit low, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit it back, nice and deep, tailbone tucked under, arms as straight as you can get them. Gaze up, sit an inch lower. We'll take one more big inhale together. Feel the burn. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Adho Mukha, downward facing. Right leg inhale, reach it up high. Step that right foot in between your hand. Warrior 1 on your inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. This time we're gonna flip that right palm up, reach forward, keep that bend in the front knee. Reverse your warrior, tip it all the way back. So notice my right knee is still bent. You can have your left hand on your thigh if you want to. My right arm is reaching up and back. It's nice and straight. My palm is facing down. My gaze is either up at my hand or down my left shoulder if that feels better on my neck. Some of you take that half bind. Reach a little further. Can you touch the back wall behind you? One more big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel those hands. High to low plank. Maybe that three-legged chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left leg, inhale, reach it up high. And step that left foot in between your hand. Warrior 1, rise. High. Warrior 2, exhale. Keep that bend in the front knee. Flip that left palm up. Reach forward. Reverse your warrior either with the left hand on your thigh or binding it behind your back. Reach up and back. Breathe for 3, 2. Feel the expansion through the left side body. Last one. Cartwheel those hands down. High to low. Upward facing. And downward facing. 3 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Maybe take an open mouth. Exhale to let it all out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Bend those knees. Look to the top of your mat. Walk or hop forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise. Extended Tadasana. Exhale. Sit low, chair pose, Utkatasana. We're going to go through that whole sequence, a little bit of a faster pace now. Getting ready. Go with your own breath. You can follow me if you'd like, but know that everybody is going to be a little bit different. So listen to your body. One more big inhale, and we'll begin here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale to downward facing. Right leg inhale, reach it up high. Step it in between your hand, warrior 1 on your inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Right palm flips up, reach forward, reverse your warrior 1, big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. High to low plank. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Right away, left leg, inhale. Step it in between your hand, warrior 1, rise. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip that left palm up, reach and reverse. And then cartwheel those hands all the way to the ground. High to low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Exhale, sit low, chair pose, Utkatasana. One big inhale, sit as low as you can. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Go through your flow. Meet in that down dog, and then right away, left, right leg. Inhale, reach it up high. Step it in between your hand, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Right palm reaches up. Take it back, reverse warrior. Cartwheel your hands, high to low. Up dog. Down dog. Last side, inhale, left leg. Step it in between your hand, warrior one on your inhale, rise. Exhale, two. Flip that left palm up, reach, and reverse. Cartwheel your hands, high to low. Upward facing, and downward facing. Give me 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees open wide. Reach those arms up and over the head. Melt your forehead down onto the ground and take a moment to rest here. Take a moment to let go, to notice your body. Notice how it feels. Notice the breath. 2 more. Last one. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. So press into those palms, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Good. From here, bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Toe heel those feet out, hip width distance apart. Ragdoll pose. Reach for opposite elbows. Let the head go, let the neck go. Sway side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Oh, let stress and tension, release it from the body. Good. And let those hands go heavy to the ground. Peace fingers, grab a hold of your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull the belly to the thigh. Let the head go, let the neck go. Big breaths in and out here. Good. Release that grip. Palms of the hands, slide them under the soles of the feet. Take those toes to your wrist crease, wiggle it out, massage those hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then release that grip from there. Toe heel your feet out as wide as your mat. We're going to come to Yogi Squat Malasana. So I will turn around to face you so that you can see me. Your feet are as wide as your mat. You're going to sit low to Yogi Squat. Hands will come to heart center. Use those elbows to press those knees open nice and wide. Take your thumbs towards your sternum. Tailbone tucks under. Breathe here. Close those eyes down. And relax. Option here to stay, regather yourself, reroot yourself. Option to take your crow pose. So for crow pose, you're going to lower your hands down onto the ground about shoulder width distance apart. Come onto your tippy toes. Take those knees as close into the armpits as you can. The closer they are, the better. Gaze forward. Your gaze and your hands create a triangle. So your gaze is the tip of that triangle. Lift one toe first and then the other. Maybe just play with one toe at a time. Try to get your big toes to touch, your heels to your glutes. Practice straightening those arms. 3, 2, 1. Very slowly lower back to Yogi Squat Malasana. Take a moment, maybe roll out those wrists. Lower the hands onto the ground, straighten the legs, toe heel them all the way into touch. Inhale, take your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extend it to Tadasana. Reach those arms all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale them down to heart center. Regather that breath. Refocus. We're going to add in our balancing postures from here. Next, inhale, come back to your chair pose, Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight back into your heels, arms reaching up and over the head. We're starting off with one-legged Tadasana. Next, inhale, left knee pulls up towards your chest. Find that balance on your right foot. Gaze forward. Warrior 3. Reach those hands back behind you. Hips squared off. Toes flex towards the ground. Breathe here. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep those arms over the head. Core engaged. Slowly lower the left toes down. Warrior 1. Rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. Right palm flips up, reach, and reverse. So notice as we go through these postures, cartwheel your hands all the way to the ground. They're repetitive movements. Let's meet in our down dog, however you want to get there. Maybe you notice these postures feel a little bit different. You feel a little bit more open in them. Last breath here. Then those knees will look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extend it to Tadasana. Exhale, sit even deeper into your chair pose. Next, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee lifts. Find your balance, that still point to gaze forward. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana, reach those hands back behind you. Right toes are back behind you, hips squared off, toes flex to the ground, your gaze is on the mat. Inhale, sweep those arms up and over the head, core engaged. Very slowly bend into that right knee, lower the back heel down. Warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip that left palm up, reach forward, reverse your warrior, tip it all the way back. Cartwheel your hands to the mat, high to low plank, upward facing, and downward facing. 3 breaths here, big inhales, big exhales. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Right leg, inhale, reach it up high. Step that right foot in between your hand. Back knee lowers down here. Keep the left toes tucked. We're gonna take a little rock back and forth here. So next, exhale. Straighten that right leg, dig your heel into the ground and lift the hips up high. Inhale, lower the left knee, pull the heart and the chest forward towards the front of your room. Exhale, straighten both legs, dig that right heel into the ground. So you should feel a big stretch to the back of that right leg 2 more times. Inhale, pull the heart forward in your low runner's lunge. Exhale, straighten the legs, dig your right heel into the mat. Last time, inhale, pull it forward. Exhale, send it back, hold. Breathe for 3. For 2, and for 1, triangle pose, lower the right toes down, drop that back heel down. So set yourself up, right hand comes onto your shin, left arm opens up to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Pulling up on the left fingertips, reaching up, starting to slow down just a little bit here. On your next inhale, core engaged, rise all the way up to standing. Turn the right toes to be parallel with the left toes. Inhale to open up that heart and chest. Exhale, fold it all the way forward. Let the head go, let the neck go. Relax, breathe. Hold for 3, Holding for 2. And for 1. Inhale to your halfway lift. Walk those hands all the way to the front. Good. You're in your runner's lunge. You're going to toe heel that right foot to the edge of your mat. Lizard's lunge. Lower that back knee down. Come onto your forearms. Stay on your hands. Whatever feels good for you. Maybe rock it out a little bit, back and forth, side to side. We're going to be here a little bit longer. So this is where we start to slow down a little bit. Whatever feels good for you. Taking that. Notice where the mind wanders, where the thoughts go. With every exhale, just notice them. Notice what they want. Notice why they're there. Letting go, letting your body further into your mat. Sink a little bit deeper. You're going to take 3 more breaths. Now come back onto your hands. Now keep the right foot where it's at. Right hand is going to reach to the back wall. Take a bend into your left knee if that's available to you. Pull your heel to your glute. Roll that right shoulder back and open. Gaze up at the sky. Hold here. This is everybody's love-hate posture. That left thigh is so good right now. Maybe you want to laugh. Maybe you want to cry. Whatever those sensations are, just let them arise. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release that foot. Come back through center. Toe heel your right foot to the middle of the mat. Half split, half Hanumanasana. Straightening that right leg, digging your heel into the mat. Toes flex. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold even deeper. Oh, breathe here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into that right knee. Take a low lunge. Sweep those arms up and over the head. Add in a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale your hands to the ground. Tuck the left toes under. Lift that knee. Right foot steps back. High to low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Left leg. Inhale. Reach it up high. Step it in between your hand. Right knee lowers. Keep the back toes tucked under. Pull the heart and the chest forward in your runner's lunge. On your exhale, straighten both legs, dig your left heel into the ground and lift the hips up high. Inhale, bend into the knee, pull the heart and the chest forward. Exhale, send it back. 2 more. Inhale, pull the heart and the chest forward. Exhale, straighten both legs. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Right heel stacked over the toes, nose touches your left knee, digging that left heel into the ground, hips lifted high. Let's lower to triangle. Lower the right heel down, or right foot down, left toes down. Take that left hand onto your shin, right arm inhales up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Gazing up, pull up on that right hand, be light on the left hand here. Roll that left hip under, pulling up, reach. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Left toes are now parallel with the right toes. This time we're going to clasp our hands behind our back. Good. Inhale, roll the heart and the chest open. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Let go here. Some of you, those hands will touch the ground in front of you. Some of you that you're not even close, that's totally okay. We're here. Just playing with our body, giving ourselves a little yogi hug. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release those hands down onto the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk those hands forward to the top of your mat, rotating into your runner's lunge. Toe heel the left foot to the edge of your mat, lizard's lunge. In whatever form you took on the other side, try to take it here. That might not be possible, and that's totally okay. Lower to your forearms, your pillow, your blanket, whatever you have around that you can use for support. We're going to be here for a few breaths. So allow your body to relax here. And just noticing if this side feels any different than the other side. I'm going to be here for 5 more breaths. Last one. And then go ahead and come onto those hands. Right hand stays rooted into your mat. Left arm reaches for the back wall. If it's available to you, bend into that right knee. Grab a hold of your foot. Pull your heel to your glute. Roll that left shoulder up and open. And hold here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slowly release it. Come back through center, toe heeling your left foot into the middle of your mat, taking that half split, half Hanumanasana. Digging your heel into the ground, keep that right hip stacked over your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend into that left knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Sweep those arms up and back, add in a little back bend. And then exhale your hands to the ground. Right toes tuck under, lift your knees, step back, high plank. Lower through your chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 1 more vinyasa flow. Inhale, rise, extend it to Tadasana. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Up dog. Down dog. Breathing here. Your final 3, 2, and 1. Tabletop position. Shoulders over your wrist, hips over your knees. 5 rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart in the chest. Exhale, chin to heart round. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart in the chest. Exhale, chin to heart round. 3 more. Go at your own pace. Feel that ebb and flow in the spine. Again, this is free movement for yourself, adding in anything else that might feel good on your body at this time. Finish up that last round. Meet me in a neutral tabletop position. We're going to come to our puppy pose. So keep your hips stacked over those knees exactly where they are. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Then melt your heart, your chin, your chest down onto the ground. And breathe. We're here. Notice your breath. Notice what's going on in your body. You're going to relax and let go. And we're going to take 5 more breaths here. Two more breaths. Maybe you notice that heart touches the ground a little closer. Good. Sphinx pose. Forearms stay on the ground. Roll forward. Lower the hips down. Release the toes behind you. You want to press into the tops of the feet as if you had a $100 bill underneath your toenails. You want to keep it there. The kneecaps will lift off of the ground. Pressing down into the forearms. Pull the heart and the chest forward. Drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. Back through center, drop that left ear to the left shoulder. And come back through center, circle it out, roll the head out in one direction. And roll it out in the other direction. And then come back through center. Keeping those elbows exactly where they are. Open your hands out as wide as your mat. So you're creating a V shape with the elbows and the hands. Tent your fingertips. So come onto the tippy tips of your fingertips. Press in, straighten those arms. Seal pose. Exhale, roll down forehead to your mat. Inhale, rise to seal. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale to seal. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to seal. Hold it here. Walk those hands a little closer into the body for 3, 2, 1. Very slowly lower down. Take your hands by your chest. Press back. Child's pose. Big toes to touch. Knees open wide. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Maybe rock it side to side just to release through the neck a little bit. Breathing here for 3 breaths. 2 more. Last one. And just walk your hands all the way back up. Swing the legs around. We're going to come onto our back, so just scooch your butt forward. Soles of the feet onto the ground. Reach those arms forward. Very slowly, core engage. Lower your way down. 1 vertebra at a time. Good. We'll add in our bridge pose and then also some pigeon poses here, our reclined pigeon pose. So get your heels as close to the glutes as you can. First round of our bridge pose, hands stay by your side. Take an inhale. Exhale, press and lift up. Make sure those feet and your knees are about hip width distance apart. Keep those hands by your side. Squeeze those glutes, lift even higher. 1 more breath. Hold it here. Inhale that right leg up high. Toes are flexed. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. Lower the hips down. Hug your knee into your chest, recline pigeon pose. Option to reach for the shin, option to reach behind the thigh, option to even straighten that left leg if it feels good for you. Whatever variation you'd like. If you're reaching for the shin, you'll notice it's a little deeper of a stretch. Hold here. You might not even be able to do this, and that left foot is just resting on the ground. Breathe. For the count of 4, 3, 2, pull that knee a little closer and release. Soles of the feet back onto the ground, hands by your side. Good. Bridge pose, inhale, exhale, press and lift up. Breathe here, hands by your side, relax it down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Left leg inhale, reach it up high. Good. Cross that ankle over your right knee. Lower the hips down. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Every side's a little different. So one side might feel juicier than the other. That's totally okay. Just notice where you're at in your body. Close those eyes down and breathe. We're here breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Last round of bridge pose. You're welcome to take another bridge or take your full wheel, whichever variation feels good on your body this Friday. Setting yourself up, hands by your ears or by your side. Take an inhale and exhale, press up to whatever version feels best for you in this moment. We're gonna hang out and breathe here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching the arms over the head if you're in that bridge pose, lower down, tuck your chin to your heart. If you're in that full wheel pose, lower down, and then allow those knees to begin to rock side to side. Windshield wiper, bring them from right to left, left to right. Good. And then allow those knees to fall over to the right in your favorite variation of supine twist. Gaze over your left shoulder. Let the eyes start to close down here. Take that intention, that awareness inward into how your body is currently feeling. Come back through center. Drop those knees over to the left, gaze over to the right, close those eyes down. Feeling that release in the lower part of the back. And then come back through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Reach for the outer edges of the feet. Pull those knees down into the armpits. Spine gets nice and straight and long from the tailbone all the way up the back. The entire length of the spine is touching the ground. If you'd like to rock it out side to side, you can, or maybe just finding stillness. Whatever feels best on your legs, on your hips. Maybe you close the eyes, you let a little smile come on your face as you rock side to side. As you integrate that playful child's pose into your practice, or happy baby pose, into your practice. And the last breath here. And then we're going to hug those knees into your chest as tightly as you can. Make yourself into a little ball. Forehead touches your knees. Give yourself a hug. Take an inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Release everything long and heavy to the ground. Roll those shoulders back behind you. If there's any last wiggles you might need to take out of your body, take a moment to do that here. And we're going to end the same way that we began. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Soften the breath. Let go. And trust that I will call you out when the time is right. But for now, just allow your body to rest and be still. When you feel ready, you can start to bring some life, some breath, some movement back into your body, back into the space around you. Moving through your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Reach those arms up and over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch from the tip of the fingers to the tip of the toes. And then give yourself a big hug, knees in towards the chest. Tell yourself, I love you, I appreciate you. As you roll over onto your favorite side, taking a moment to recenter, reground yourself back into the space. Press your way up to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, spine long, body soft. Inhale, sweep those arms up and over the head, bring your palms to touch. Then exhale, your hands down to your heart center, bowing your head down to your heart. Thanking yourself for this time, for this practice, for your body. Thank you for letting me guide you through this flow today. Namaste.
Thank you for watching Kula Wellness on YouTube. Please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button below.